What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a new video, and today I wanted to talk about something very important when it comes to modding your consoles. It could be your PS Vita, your PSP, Steam Deck, Nintendo Switch, uh, Nintendo DS, so on and so forth, and that is avoiding fake or cheap SD cards. And that is a huge problem. So recently I had a customer send me a PS Vita with a 512 gigabyte card to work on. And that's a pretty good storage to get started on a PS Vita. I typically recommend that size for anyone that wants to mod and jailbreak their PS Vitas because there's just so much you can add to the console now with emulators like the Atlas, PSP games, PS1 games, and having PKGJ to install your Vita games. When I went to install VPK files, they were constantly failing. There was so many errors, and no matter what I did, the installs would just not complete. And this usually points to such a deeper issue when it comes to these types of errors. Now, to rule things out, I connected the SD card to my PC and I ran command prompt using check disk with the \F and R parameters to check and repair the file system. Right away, it started reporting a ton of corruption, bad sectors, file errors, and inconsistencies that shouldn't exist on a healthy new card. So that right away was like, okay, there's something wrong with this card. I got to get this customer a new one. Now here is the biggest red flag. After I diagnosed it through my PC, I physically inspected the card and noticed that the font was a bit off. It didn't match a genuine SanDisk, which is a huge red flag for a counterfeit SD card. A lot of fake cards are reprogrammed to show 512 gigabytes, but when they actually have far less usable storage, once you hit that limit, everything starts to break and to start airing out. And that is the worst thing, the worst case scenario you can have. For example, I can have 100 gigabytes worth of content that I want to upload to my SD card. And once it's finished and I go and sit down and start installing all the stuff that I want to work on or stuff I want to play and entertain myself, I start to get errors and then the storage doesn't match what I installed, right? Like just recently I had an SD card. I installed about 30 gigabytes worth of stuff and I looked at the PS Vita and it has 2 gigabytes worth of content, which is like what happened to the last hour and a half that I just got done copying this all over. And that should have been another red flag was if it takes way too long to copy, say, a PSP game that you backed on your PC. It takes like 20 minutes to do a 800 megabyte game, then that's a huge red flag because that means that the card is just not it's just not reading right. And I have used SanDisk all my life and I never had any issues until I started getting all these fake cards that customers were sent to me, and I'm like, dude, you got to get a new card because this is not working. We got to get you a genuine SanDisk card, and you got to invest in a genuine storage. Now, the fix was obviously changing out the SD card and purchasing a genuine SanDisk card. And as soon as it arrived and I verified that it was a genuine micro SD card, I set everything up again and immediately everything started working. Things were copying so much faster. VPKs installed perfectly. Apps were launching just fine and there was hardly any issues. There was no issues at all. And why this matters so much is because you're going to save yourself a lot of headache. And not only that, all the work that you put into setting up your SD card and having corruptions, and then you have to do all that work again, set aside time to copy all your files, to copy all the things, and imagine all your save states that you created, all the games that you've been playing for multiple weeks, gone in an instant, which is insane. So fake or cheap SD cards can cause corrupted installs, crashes, missing data, and total instability. So make sure that you are working with a verified seller of these SD cards because there's just so much stuff out there that's just counterfeit and fake, and it's just unfortunate. And the big problem is that they can just waste so much hours of troubleshooting when the real issue is just the bad storage that you purchased. Like you could be sitting there like, why is this working? Or, a lot of people comment, why is my Vita crashing? Why is this happening? Why this? Why that? I just got done talking to a customer that sent me back their Vita. And right before I started on the project, I just got done telling them, please, you got to send me a better card. This ain't going to work. And the person was like, nope, just work with what you got. I can't really afford this right now. I just want you to let's just use the card for right now, is what they said. Let's just see what happens. I'm like, all right. And now I got to return, and now I got to work on it. Now I got a case on the PayPal that I have not worked on it, and it's because the simple fact that I just got way too many orders ahead of this one, and now I gotta halt everything that I got going on to work on this console, because again, the customer didn't want to invest in that SD card. Now all my other orders are gonna have to have a delay just because of this one here, because the customer did not purchase a genuine SD card. So it's extremely important that you guys invest into that. Please don't shoot yourself in the foot not buying a genuine SD card. Save your money, pay the $50 right now. SD cards are like all over the place. 512 now is like $50 when they used to be $30. Now everything's just gone up, which is crazy. So my advice is always buy SD cards from a trusted seller. I'll have links in the description down below so you can go check those out, and avoid deals that seem too good to be true. And if they are, that's because it's a bad card, it's fake, and let me tell you, the card that I pulled out of here, the font was just completely off. You could tell right away. Like, I didn't know why I didn't look into it. For the most part, I just don't have time. I'm limited on my time, so I just grab the console. I start doing my thing. I start getting the card prepared, and then after all my errors, I'm like, damn, I should have checked the card, and I should have verified it before I started doing, tons of work on it for an hour and a half. So that is just a huge thing, guys, that I really wanted to talk about today. So that is it for this one, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And if you enjoy this type of content where we troubleshoot, talk about any issues that we may have with our modded consoles, have a conversation, guides, cool, fun, short videos about jailbreaks and stuff like that, please subscribe to the channel for more awesome content like this. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.